Hello, everybody. How are you on this beautiful Thursday, the 1st of September? Are y'all excited that it's September? Like it's almost pumpkin spice season. I mean, it is pumpkin spice season. If you like pumpkin spice, I guess you can have that anytime. Right? So I'm going to wait and see if any of you hop on and join me. See if I can make this straight. It says somebody's here. Somebody's watching me. So apparently I am live. So that's always good. You know, you never know with Facebook. You just never know. So, I'm going to watercolor some butterflies. And I hope that y'all really like it. It is not hard. First, let me start with that. This is not hard. My camera's crooked and it's bothering me. You know, I'm not really one of those people, but I can't stand it when it's crooked. Okay, so I don't like for my cards to be crooked. And I don't like for my camera to be crooked. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Debbie. So let me show you some things that I watercolored earlier. Like yesterday earlier, so they would be dry. But so here's some of the things. This one's all covered in Wink of Stella. Here's some of the ones that I colored. Here's some leaves to go with the sunflower. Look, I made a sunflower. So I'm going to show you just how easy this is. It is super easy, okay? And it doesn't take a lot of things either. I mean, just really, it doesn't take a lot of things. So, let me show you some of the cards that I made. So, I also made some cards out of some... Hi, Peggy! Well, I'm glad you're watching. So, here's... so this one has a background. I don't know if you can see it. It's done in soft seafoam. It's just got the foliage background on there. Just a little bitty background. And some splatter of Wink of Stella, because you guys know I can't just leave anything alone. And then, and these are the note cards. And the note cards, let me show you the note cards. These little note cards are 5 by 3.5, which is completely 100% mailable. You can pop these right in the mail. So, this pack of 20 note cards and envelopes is $7. Okay? So look at what we can make with them. Here's one done in purples and pinks. And here's one done in blue. Now I used the butterfly background as a background stamp in soft seafoam. Here's another one that I did with the butterfly background. And then here's one more. Ask me why this is popped up on here. Because I messed up the sentiment underneath it. And I just covered it up. Nobody ever has to know. It's like 2-dimensional. Because you can almost see that. Yeah, it's messed up. So anyway. Those are my watercolor note cards that I made from my first attempt at this. Because I'm just... You know, you can kind of... This is one of those kind of things you can just get lost in. And you can just make things all day long. Okay? So... Let's start with, what are we using? We're using fluid watercolor paper, okay? This is Stampin' Up's fluid watercolor paper, okay? So, that's the sheet here. That's what I'm starting with. I got my dies, my butterfly dies, and those are the Brilliant Wings dies, and they match the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set. And all I did was run them through... the stamp cut and emboss machine. Now, I would like for them to stay on this sheet. I have a one of our, the word is escaping me. It's a plate. It's a clear plate. That's what it is. One of our clear plates that goes through the stamp cut and emboss machine. And it's just kind of a way to keep them contained, okay? And it's plastic, so if you get it wet, you know, no harm, no foul. Everything's okay. So I'm just going to take the dies off and leave the butterflies where they are. At least I'm going to try. I mean, if they move, it's probably okay. And if some of the little pieces come out, no worries. Just leave it. So I'm just going to see if I can get these to release so we can... Can I tell you a funny story? Hang on a second. Let me get this. This die right here, he's a little misshapen. I don't know if you can see it. He kind of bows a little bit. Yeah, he got stuck in the rollers. He got owie. He's fine. He still works. Just flattened him back out. Don't get dies stuck in your rollers. The moral of that story. Okay, so there's all my... Here's all my butterflies. Here's my canvas. Okay, so I'm gonna show you something. Here's all my ink refills. I have one of each, plus some extras back here. So this is my drawer from my Calyx, and this all comes from Stampin' Storage. Even this little guy right here. So, and it's made to fit. So it's beautiful. So I have one of each ink refill in there. So that's, and I took the drawer out. Hello, Fran. So I took the drawer out. It's sitting right here next to me. So I have all of my ink refills available. I have our large block here. You don't have to use a large block. I guess you could use whatever you want. I'm just using it because, you know, we own it. It's convenient. We may as well use it. I have water and a water painter. The water painter has no water in it. So really, it's just a paintbrush. So if you have just a paintbrush, that's okay too. Use what you got. Don't need to buy all new fancy stuff. Okay, so let's start coloring. I'm going to start with, what color should we start with? Purples? Let's start with purples. Because I know there's somebody on here who wants me to start with purple. So I'm going to start with Fresh Freesia, Highland Heather, and Gorgeous Grape. And I know that sounds just gorgeous to most of you, some of you. Okay, so just one drop, one little drop. That's all you need. And if we need more, we can add later. So, I mean, it's fine. So I'm going to put one drop of each over here. Now I watched a video by Patty Bennett. She is one of my, so I have been blessed with amazing uplines. So Patty Bennett, and Wendy Cranford. And I watched a video with Patty Bennett. She did this exact same thing. So, she's amazing. So if my video confuses you, watch hers. I'm going to try my best not to confuse you. So, water, plain water. Okay. You're going to wet your butterfly. Whichever butterfly you want to color, you're just going to wet him with water. I'm really kind of generous with the water. And you'll see in a minute what happens. Okay, now. Are you ready for magic? Because that's about what happens. See, it's just plain water. That's all. Okay? I also have some paper towels over here. I didn't use them before, but I might use them this time. We'll see if I need them. Okay. So I'm going to pick up just a little bit of this Fresh Freesia, and we're going to start in the middle, okay? And are you ready? Are you really ready? I'm going to bring this up here so you can see what happens. Do you see it just spread? It just spreads. It goes where it wants. Isn't that neato? So that's how we start. Now I'm not going to clean my brush. I'm just going to go over here and get the next one. Oh, you can't see because I've covered it up. So we're going to get the next one over here. Just a little bit. And we're going to put a little bit right down here. And right down there. You can fill it in if you want. And then I'm going to get a little bit of the Gorgeous Grape here. And we're going to go right along the edge. And right along the edge. And then I think I'm going to fill in with some, it's still going to be dark because it still has the Gorgeous Grape on there. It's still going to be dark. Okay. We'll just fill it in with Gorgeous Grape. Because that's what's left. So, now, here's the thing. As soon as you stick your water painter in the water, that water's going to turn that color, whatever color that is. So, I try to keep one that's not colored, although it probably won't work. I probably need like 6 or 7 of them if I was going to keep one that wasn't colored. So, then if we want to make a different color, then we start, like I use clean water, okay, to wet him, okay? So I'm going to wet this one. And we're going to make him a completely different color. I think maybe pinks. Maybe yellows. Can I do like yellow and orange? I didn't think I made one like that yet. Not a butterfly anyway. So let's go Mango Melody. And Daffodil Delight. And it's not pale pink. That's not what I want. I want pale papaya. That's what I want. Pale papaya. It matches your what, Lee Kaiser? I'm sure you meant shirt. So that's Pale Papaya. Then there's Daffodil Delight. Those colors aren't a whole lot different when you get the re-inker out. And that's Mango Melody. Hang on just a minute. I think I want it a little bit darker. How about some pumpkin pie? Let's throw a little pumpkin pie in there. You know what? There are no rules. You can do whatever you want. They are your creations. I'm going to make his antenna darker. Just because. Well, okay. So there's 2. I'm going to color this little guy right here. Oh, see, I need another water painter or another paintbrush. Okay, so I'm going to get another paintbrush, just a regular paintbrush. And I'm going to wet this little guy right here. So, okay. So, I'm going to clean this off. See where I need another thing of water? And then use the clean water. I guess I could just wet all these to start with. I like them to be really wet. I don't know that that's a requirement. But when you do, that's when your ink is going to fan out and just be awesome. If you guys do this, I'd love to see it. You know what else? Okay, so let's go back to September. So today is September 1st, which is, you know, like the beginning of pumpkin pie season, pumpkin all the things season, pumpkin spice latte season. It is also my birthday month. Woohoo for my birthday month. I'm going to go see my mama month. Okay, so this one's going to be Petal Pink. And Flirty Flamingo. And Polished Pink. I'm going to have all my re-inkers out here before it's done. That's what I just had to put them all away. Because they were all out. I have them all in not alphabetical, rainbow order. I keep my inks. Ooh, that's not very pink. Petal pink is not very pink, in case you're wondering. That one's going to be really pretty. Look, he's... Uh-oh, he went over here. So, guess what? This one's going to have to start over here. Because it ran. No, there are no rules. Now I'm going with Highland Heather. Ooh. I might need more purple. Gorgeous grape. Maybe. Now guess what else I'm going to do? Watch. I'm going to add more water. Okay, what color do I put in the middle there? Well, I know I need to clean my brush off because whatever color that was going to just turn out purple no matter what I did if I didn't clean my brush off. I think that's pale papaya. Look, this butterfly is going to end up pink too. I guess that's what happens when you get too much water. But, you know, is there really too much? Okay, I'm going to show you another thing you can do. Because, you know, there's all kinds of things you can do. Just absolutely all kinds. What color are we going to make this guy? I think I want to make him like Pool Party. How about Coastal Cabana? Coastal Cabana and Bermuda Bay, which are really kind of the same color. Then we'll see. Okay, I don't think that's what I wanted. I want water. Okay, Coastal Cabana, wonk. Pool Party, wonk. Now, all of these, the ink is just going to soak in. Okay? It's just going to soak in, and when it dries, it might not look like this. It might not look like this at all. It might look like something totally different. Okay, hang on. So you can, with your, hang on, let me get it. With your, Stampin' Right markers. Now here's one thing that you do want to do when you're playing with your Stampin' Right markers, if you're going to flick them. Because you know that's one of the things I love to do. So I'm going to cover up the rest of the butterflies and maybe soak up some of the ink at the same time. But if you flick some ink on here, it'll make different patterns on your watercolor. Anyway, there's no rules. You can also use Wink of Stella. Oh, I have a brand new Wink of Stella over here because I wanted to show you. Have you ever opened up a new Wink of Stella? So, a new one, you have to take this black ring out, okay? You have to undo it. You have to pull that out and then tighten it back up. Otherwise, your Wink of Stella will never work and you will get really mad. So don't do that. Don't get mad. Okay, so I'm also going to put some, and then you have to squeeze it. I mean, that's just how they're made because the ink squirts down inside there, okay? So I squeeze some out and then I do the tapping thing where the Wink of Stella goes all over. Because, you know, it's one of the techniques that I love to do. So, I will, when these dry, now they have to dry good, otherwise, you know, it'll just be a mess. So these guys I'm going to put over here, and later I'll put them underneath the fan and let them dry. And in the meantime, let's get our note cards and make a couple cards with these. Okay? So I'm going to, I gotta move some things so I can get a brush. So I'm gonna get this guy. What color? Balmy blue? Balmy blue. I need a scratch paper. So this is just a blending brush and some balmy blue. Just gonna put it right in the middle of our card. And I think, oh, good guess. I got my balmy blue marker. We're gonna splatter a little because I love it. So we splattered. I can splatter some more Wink Stella on here. I need to stamp a sentiment of some sort. Let's see what I have next to me. I have, look, I have the go-to greetings. Let's stamp just a note. Just a note. And I'm going to stamp it so I know my whole card's balmy blue. But I want the sentiment to really stand out, right? So I'm going to put him darker. Pacific Point. So, just a note. I really love this sentiment. So this go-to greetings, I love it. It's absolutely awesome. So on the back of here, we're going to put some dimensionals because we don't really want the little insides of this guy to fall out. I mean, if they do, that's fine. It's not really a big deal, but my idea is to leave them on there. And then I'm going to use some of these iridescent pearls. Now, if you want, you can color these. I'm gonna close this before bad things happen. You can color them with Stampin' blends if you'd like. Because you can color them any color. But this one is not going to get colored. There we go. Just a note. Isn't that just adorable? Yep, my just a note's crooked. We're just going to ignore it. As much as it pains me. Okay, let's do a purple one. Because the purple butterfly's up next. I need a different blending brush. Highland Heather. And then I'll stamp in Gorgeous Grape. How about that? I can do a couple of these because I have the pink butterfly underneath, which we could also use purple for. So just a little bit. Do you hear my chair squeak? So these are already cut and scored. All you gotta do is get your bone folder out. see if I can find a purple marker. Let's see. We're going to debate whether we're going to get Highland Heather or whether we're going to get Gorgeous Grape. What's the first one I found? Gorgeous Grape. All my markers are in a bin over there and they just are thrown. So it's kind of like, can I find the right one? Sometimes I can. Sometimes I can't. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to clean this stamp off because I don't think we want blue on our purple card. So let's close this up. Get the Gorgeous Grape ink. Stamp our sentiment. See if we can get it straight this time. It's hard. I'm going to line it up straight on my paper. Ooh, much better. Oh, good job, Sandra. Okay, and then we're going to put our... Ooh, I'm going to do the sunflower next. I don't know that is the sunflower going to fit on my note card? I hope so. We have purple butterfly. We have... Ooh. He is going on there. Oh wait, I could put both on. I could put both of them on there. Oh, that's pretty. Let's do that. Purple and pink. I know y'all are sitting there going, close the ink. Sandra, close the ink before you stick your hand in it. And I know, because you guys have watched me too long if you think I'm going to stick my hand in there, because I will. This guy's covered in Winkostella and that guy's not. So I probably need some Winkostella on him. Just so that half of my card's not shiny and half of it. So. We'll color him with the Winkostella. I would hate for him to not be glittery and for his buddy over here to be all glittery. Okay, let's get a couple of these guys and then we will do a sunflower. Okay. Couple of embellishments. I don't know if you guys stress over where you put embellishments. I do not. I don't even know where two of those came from. I really just thought I had one on my hand. Oh, well, whatever. So there's three. Now let's do a sunflower. Well, is it gonna fit? Oh yeah, he fits. Okay, I want a background. Background. I have an idea. There's an idea formulating in my brain. I know you can't see the smoke from where you are. So saffron. That's what I'm looking for. So saffron. I'm going to make a sunflower background. Let's see how dark it is. Oh, nope. See, it's not dark at all. That's exactly what I wanted. So there's my sunflower background. I'm going to add the sunflower. I am a little worried that these little pieces are going to fall out. but it'll be 100% okay. If they do, we will just press on. Especially this middle piece. I'm going to put the dimensionals right over it so that the middle of my sunflower doesn't fall out. Oh, I can't wait. So I'm going to get some new trash cans. Stampin' Up! Has a supply item just for demonstrators, and they're the pop-up trash cans. And I can't wait to get mine. I ordered quite a few. And I might use them for prizes. So stay tuned for that. I have to get them first. So there's our sunflower. Now, I need some sort of sentiment on here. Oh, I haven't used this one yet. It's just a little baby. It says hello. So I think that's what I'm going to use. It's a little baby hello. And I am going to... I'm going to attempt to just stamp it on there and see what happens. I'm going to stamp it dark. I'm going to stamp it in early espresso. And if it doesn't work, I will cover it up. But this is my attempt. Let's see what happens. I think we might need to cover it up. So now I'm going to stamp it. Still in early espresso. And then I'm going to punch it out with the... I don't even know what the name of the punch is. It's made for the alphabet. Where is he? This little guy. Because I think it's going to be perfect. I mean, of course it is, as Jenny Gray would say. Of course it's perfect. Now I think it will also be easier to see. Hello. And then a couple of these guys. And the sunflower card is also complete. So there we go. I'll show you what these other ones look like after they dry and after I made cards out of them, okay? So, but there's the ones that we made. And here's our watercolor ones that are drying. So they're almost dry. I mean, they're still damp. It takes a while for watercolor paper to dry. So anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me. And if you watercolor some butterflies or something else, show me. I'd love to see it. So thanks for hanging out with me.